Having a strange, like, just a good feeling, you know, about how I've been living my life recently. There's something, I mean, you got to take the bad with the good, of course. There's some things that I'm not too happy about, but there's a lot of things that I'm very happy about recently. You got to take, I guess, the moral of the story is like, some people might pull you left and right, but just be yourself, and be stable, be you, and I think in the end you'll be happy. Um, I think in the end most things will work out. Do the right thing and be yourself, and most things will work out. But um, yeah, I'm having this strange feeling of just like gratitude, just overwhelming gratitude that I get to live the life that I do. I think it's pretty sweet. And yeah, I'm going to take it to the max on this shit. Uh, some people feel like, you know, you get to the finish line and then it's over, or you get to the top, right? And the only way to go is down from there. Like, there's nowhere else to go once you pass the finish line, right? But it's like, I don't know, like, the finish line is different for everyone, first off. Like, people feel like the finish line keeps moving, but the finish line is different for everyone. And at a certain point, you got to realize, success. You got to define your own success. You got to define your own means of being successful. Like, what does it mean to you to be successful? And then work backwards. But I've had an overwhelming sense of gratitude that I'm able to do what I do and make the kind of music I make, and, you know, not have to rely on others for a gym, not have to go and book studio time, or not have to, need to use Suno to write my songs or anything. That, you know, whether it was a gift or a skill that was built over time, I make a product that I feel is good enough that I don't need to overly rely on AI. And at a certain point, I am blessed to be in that position, and I'm grateful. At the same time, you know, people earn their spots. It's not just handed out. These things aren't just given out for free. And that's why I say, like, people think the finish line is moving for them, but it's like you haven't even defined what success is in your terms. Like, what is success? What is the finish line for you? So yeah, you have these other people giving you these finish lines, and they're always 5 steps ahead because they think you're retarded and can't look far enough ahead to plan out for yourself. It's like, okay, well, create your own finish line. Like, is being you not enough? We're not all trying to get to the same destination. Did anyone ever think about? And some people aren't even worried about the destination. Some people aren't even worried about the destination. Some people have a destination. This is not the same as yours, but rather than worrying about where the finish line's at, set your own finish line. You don't have to worry about, oh, the finish line keeps moving. You have your own. Oh, jeez, yo. Is my mic working now? Like, dude, I'm over here putting my heart and soul into this shit. My blood, sweat, and tears. Literally put blood, sweat, and tears into the act behind the wisdom that I speak. And YouTube can't even appreciate me enough to take in the audio from my Bluetooth, my little Bluetooth headphones. So now I have to repeat myself because we're wasting resources, and Google can't even stick to their own motto, which is do no evil. It seems pretty evil to me that I have to repeat myself. But, anyways, yo, I was saying that I have an immense level of gratitude for how I've been living my life recently, and in the life that I get to live. And so I hear a lot of people complain, like sometimes about the finish line moving. They're like, "Ah, the finish line keeps moving. I made it to the finish line and it keeps moving." And um, we can get overwhelmed when the standards change, but it's like set your own standard. It's like eventually, you know, if you want a predictable life, like set your own standards, set your own principles, and stick to them. Like if you're tired of the standards changing, and then every time you catch up to the finish line changes, set your own finish line. And then be happy when you get there. And then fuck the comparisons and all that stuff. And um, yeah, set your own finish line. Because at the end of the day, here's the thing, here's the kicker. We're not all going to the same destination, dude. And some of us aren't even worried about the destination. You get what I'm saying? Like, so when you're trying to tell people to follow your finish line and then like, okay, the finish line moved, they're looking at you like, dude, I didn't even know this was a fucking race. Like I'm not racing. This isn't a race for me. So I'm like, okay, yeah, move the finish line, yeah, whatever. I didn't think it was a race. So yeah, some people are gonna look be like that, and so at the end of the day, you just set your own finish line. Damn, dude, this guy is a gooner. I post every day 766. This guy's a gooner. Remember, we see the world as we are, ladies and gentlemen. So if you see me as a gooner, you're probably a gooner. You're probably addicted to porn, which is bad. It's wrong. Porn can actually it can sexualize your view of women, which perverts the way you speak. It perverts the way you act, and quite frankly, can make some people uncomfortable. So make sure you're not watching porn as well. Porn is actually fucking terrible for you. I mean, a lot of people they don't have friends because they sit around and watch porn all day, and that shit's awful. Like in 10 years, when 10 years goes by, this is the kicker. This is the kicker, though. When 10 years goes by, and someone who doesn't watch porn shows you their accomplishments, when someone who doesn't watch porn shows you their accomplishments and then you show them yours, you're going to be mogged. It's going to be an accomplishment, an achievement mog. You ever been trophy mogged? Yeah. You ever been like musically plaque mogged? You don't want to get plaque mogged as a musician. Like no musician wants to get plaque mogged, or whatever industry you're in. You don't want to get plaque mogged. Nobody wants to get plaque mogged. I'm glad you don't want to get plaque mogged. Stay away from the porn. That shit's bad. That shit's actually bad. And it can also, it's not just like the way it perverts, like it doesn't just sexualize. Sometimes it can like racialize or politicize certain things that were never political. It's really disgusting. The porn industry benefits from so like little weird systemic things. It's actually disgusting. And it's probably worse than meth. I'm not gonna cap. I would rather people walk around doing meth than watching porn. These suburban white kids watching porn, like genuinely doing more damage than the meth head that's falling asleep on the side of the street. Guarantee it. But anyways, I mean that's how it is. That's how it's. I don't know why, but that's how it is. So yeah, um, don't watch porn and set your own finish lines too. Porn is objectively bad. Even if you're not worried about the finish line, you're worried about the journey. No matter what your destination is, porn is